Hi everyone. I'm going to show you today this One Block Wonder Quilt that I made in 2006. This was before I started writing any patterns or anything. I had always quilted, and I had enjoyed the One Block Wonder craze. I don't know when it started, but I made this quilt in 2006, and I think I might have used a book by Maxine Rosenthal called One Block Wonder. A One Block Wonder quilt is a great quilt to use if you find some fabric that has a big repeat, not a big repeat, a big design going on with lots of different, for me, lots of different colors, lots of different patterns, and there's a lot of contrast in between them because you're going to cut that section of fabric up into small triangles and then sew the triangles together to make hexagons. Then you have hexagons that you get to arrange in a nice pattern, however you like them. So a One Block Wonder is basically the one block is a hexagon. And the hexagon is a block that has 6 triangles that are 60-degree triangles. When you are making the block, or let me step back, before you start sewing anything, the trick is in the cutting of your triangles. And in order to cut triangles that are as much as possible the same on each one, you need to have 6 repeats of your pattern. On most fabrics, that repeat will be between 22 and 24 inches. So when you buy your fabric, you need to buy 6 repeats, which is going to be probably 4 yards, maybe even more. And you lay your fabric out very nice and neat, and you cut it, and then there's a lot to placing the fabric exactly on top of all of each other, so you have 6 repeats in a nice stack. And then you use a ruler to cut the sections into triangles. Well, the triangles that I have used for a long time, this is one of them. This is a 60-degree triangle ruler. This one is by Sarah Nephew. She also is a person who does a lot with 60-degree triangles and 60-degree shapes. Here is another type of ruler. This is a clear view, and it has 60 degrees. There's a large one, which I have, and the smaller one, but the main thing is this 60-degree triangle business right here. So, you will need 6 repeats. You will need probably a book. The book that I found in my stash, that is not the one that I used to make this, because this was published after. This is 2010. The book that I used was evidently out at 2006. It might have been just called One Block Wonders. Not sure. I can't find that book anymore. Anyway, after you get your fabric laid out and cut into triangles, then comes the fun of laying the triangles out. 6 will make a hexagon. So you get to lay each stack of triangles into a hexagon shape, and you can try it one way, and then there's other sides of that triangle, so you can flip the triangles around, try a different shape, and there's 3 possible shapes for each set of your triangles. Therefore, there's lots of different blocks that can be made. here is the fabric that I used for this. I wanted to keep it so that I could remember what I had. But if you cut a triangle out of this, you can see you might have this orangey yellow bee on one section. You might have the pink, you might have the greens, blues. There's just a lot of possibilities. So here are some different hexagon blocks. Here is, well, here's one that must have had a lot of this red flower in it. And here's the block right here. It's a hexagon. There were several blocks that came out with these green and white with a little bit of red in them. So this is that block. Once you decide which blocks you like, you sew them together, and then you have all these hexagons, which are various colors, and the fun is in the putting all of the hexagons together to make what you like. Now in this quilt, I laid out all of the hexagons, and then I decided that probably I would like to put a few cubes in. The hollow cubes are not part of the regular One Block Wonder books, etc. But if you would like to add cubes, they are not really hard to make. You need to go to a hollow cube book, or you can find out something in this One Block Wonders cube. That book has something about making cubes. The important thing is that you need to make your cubes the same size as your One Block Wonder blocks, your hexagons. So you'll need to be cutting your triangles here the same size as you cut your triangles for the One Block Wonder blocks. The other thing that I liked about this was when I designed this, you need to lay it out on a design wall or somewhere where you can lay it out, rearrange again, find what you like. I specifically kind of put my blocks together in their color group, I guess would be the best way to say it. And then when I had them finally, when I got a design that I liked, I thought, okay, this is it. And so then I must have numbered them so that I could keep track of how everybody went together. The other thing that I did on this quilt, since I used this fabric, I thought it would be a nice addition to add a little bit of applique around the corners on two sides. So I added some applique, which were just flowers from the fabric, flowers and leaves, and I put some up in the top left corner and the bottom right corner, and I think they added to it, plus the quilter who quilted this, her name is Mezzy Ash, she added colored thread, a multicolored thread in the quilting, which shows up nicely on the black. She also did a very good job of quilting in the middle of the quilt. I thought it really sets it off. So I encourage you, if you get a chance and you like to do your own thing, to see if you can find out more about One Block Wonder quilts. And they are not that hard to make. Anybody can make them with a little bit of instruction from a book or a class, and they are very fun. And there's so many possibilities. It's unbelievable. So try a One Block Wonder quilt yourself.